Hello my lovelies and welcome to Plan With Me in my Erin Condren. As you can see, we are planning the week of 31st of December through to the 6th of January. The reason I'm putting this video out now is because obviously next week is the week of Christmas, and with two young boys I'm just going to be manic and I'm just not going to have the time to sit down and plan very much at all. I'll be able to sit in the evenings and do the odd little thing, so like keeping up to date with my planning, but I'm not going to be able to sit and do filming or anything like that. So as you can see, we're going to be using this gorgeous kit. Turn them around the right way so you can see. This gorgeous kit is from Fab Planner Print on Etsy. This is the first time I've had one of her Erin Condren kits. And there's the day covers. And there's the additional boxes. Because this is the first time I've had an Erin Condren. So I hope you guys can see clearly. Please bear with me. See if I've got any date dots. Should have perhaps got these beforehand, but we'll just see if I've got any date dots that will cover that week. Oh, that's got the 6th missing, but that lot hasn't, so we'll use those date dots from left over from another kit. Okay, so basically, as I said in my last video, this plan is going to be used for PR work and for social media, including YouTube. So let's get started, and I'll start with the date covers, which are on here. So what I'll quickly do is pop the dates on ready so that they're already in place. Okay, so they're a slightly different font, but oops, I can't get hold of this. They're nice and small and fit quite nicely, so I can work with that, definitely work with that. So yeah, this week's been a little bit manic, a little bit chaotic, obviously because it is the last week before Christmas, and everything is just all happening this week. So yesterday was my son's Christmas party at his school. Just put those out of the way. So we I'm just going to white out the dates and the days of the week, just because they are black and they do stand out quite a lot, and I don't want them shining through this because they're quite pale pink. Yeah, so like I said, yesterday was my son's Xmas party at school, which is fine. He gets to go to school in what they call, oh, I don't know why that's curling, but it is, in his school finery. His school finery, in his finery is party stuff, basically, which is absolutely brilliant, fantastic. But that said, you know, it's fine. Then ordinarily this week, today would have been my son's nativity. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. And had my youngest been allowed to start school back in September, when he should have done. For those of you that don't know, my youngest son has special needs, special educational needs, and special needs. And he's currently going through autism testing to see if that's what the problem is. He's had his chromosomes tested to see if he has a form of mental retardation. Fortunately, that came back clear. So now they're going down the autistic route to see if he's autistic. And basically, you know, as they work through, eventually they're hoping to come up with a sort of a pinpoint diagnosis. At the moment on him, the only diagnosis we've got is obviously that he does have a severe delay in his learning, and that he has what they call speech sound disorder. So I think they worked out that his talking level is about 2.5-3 years mentally, although he's 4, he'll be 5 in March. So we've had to jump through quite a lot of hoops and endless forms and appointments, etc. over the last few years. Just struggling to line this one up. To get him to the point of actually now the school will accept him, and fortunately we've got him accepted into mainstream education, which is fantastic. You know, at one point we were looking at he would need to go to specialist school, etc., which fortunately we've avoided. Now, what was my plan at this point? In this planner, I think I've decided I'm going to put my full boxes in the top, but I haven't decided. I should have looked at this kit prior, so I do apologise. Is what washi I'm going to use. So yeah, I've got the blank washi here. And also with the extra dots, deciding what I'm going to put there, obviously, because I want to advertise this fact that it is the first week of the year. So these washies on her kits are all the same size. Excuse me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one and work my way along. I'm not going to use that one, I don't think, because I think that would be the same as the top. I'm not sure. And I've peeled one off, and now I'm slightly worried that it is in fact thicker than what I want. And would you believe it? It is. Okay, so that's a little annoying. That's wider than what I want. That's okay. We'll run with it. And what I can do is I will overlap stickers, I think, up onto it. I apologise for any noises, any slight banging noises you can hear. Fortunately, I have extremely noisy neighbours, and it does get you down quite a bit after a while. There's not a lot, unfortunately, I can do about them. Literally, you know, my biggest fear when I hear them kicking off and banging about, and don't get me wrong, because of the way my children are, yeah, my children can be quite noisy. I don't dispute that in the slightest. However, they seem to make all their noise after I've put mine to bed, which is really, really frustrating. Because obviously the walls that they're banging against happen to be the bedroom walls, and my fear is that will wake my two up. And honestly, if any kid that doesn't get enough sleep the next day is, oh, I don't think that's straight, I don't know if I can lift that to straighten it, is an absolute nightmare. And I'm struggling to get hold of this, not to be able to straighten it. I know I said I'll be covering up a little bit of this, but it will bug me. And I think, you know, it's just being me. So yeah, it's really annoying. And recently, a couple of months ago, I think, I'm sorry if you can see my head keep bobbing in and out of shot. Recently, I got new neighbours on the other side of me. So, yeah, all good fun. So, what was I doing? Oh, I want full boxes. So, where's my little sheet of... There they are. So, we've got on here, we've got 2019, a glamorous state of mind, take time to make your soul happy, a new year, new fields, new chances, same dreams, fresh starts. Now, regarding the sidebar, there's not a lot, really, that I want to put in there. I want to put my what was it? I can't remember what I decided. Oh yeah, I want to put my subscriber count in there. And I wanted to put in there that I'm sure I'll think of it, but I think there was only like 2 bits of information I wouldn't put in there. Oh, that was it. I wanted to make a note in here of what, so next week, and just make a note of what kit I was using in which planner. So I'll probably just put the shop name next to the planner. So like this one this week, it would say EC Fab Planner Print, for example. So I am going to use 2019, I think, up here. So bear with me while I try and line this up. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the out of shot slightly. Get it all nicely lined up and laid nice and straight, how I want it. And then I go, voila, back in shot, and I hope you can see it. So moving on. See, I quite like all of these in here. I think I might just run with all of these, because I can always use these somewhere else. So, just so we know that I'm lining these up slightly differently, I want to line it up to the top of the header, like so. There we go, like that, and you would never know that the top banner was a bit too much. So yeah, well, like I said, bear with us all head, so I apologise for any noises from my neighbours. There's not an awful lot, unfortunately, I can do about it, especially this side of Grimbo. But never mind. So back to how manic this week is turning out to be. You will get used to me, guys. I do flit quite quickly from sort of subject matter to subject matter, and then I'll flip back again quite randomly. But yeah, basically I don't want to use the girl, so I'm going to move straight onto this. Ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting it to do that. I don't know if that sticker is supposed to have done that, but it would appear that the centre of this is cut like that. Oh, fiddle. Don't know if I want to use this one. If I bring in one of the other quote ones. So I'm going to put this one back down. I don't know if it was meant to have done that. I wasn't expecting it to do that, and now I have 2 additional stickers. Okay, so glossing over that, then I'm going to use a quote sticker in there, I think, and I really like this quote anyway. Was not expecting that sticker to do that at all, but that is so not straight either. Where did I put my tweezers, guys? Here we are, there. So yeah, that's going to bug me if it's not 100% straight. Again, you'll get used to me. I'm really quite fussy and particular. Almost to obsessive levels. Rather annoyingly. That's that, and we'll carry on as normal. Hopefully none of these other ones are going to surprise me quite like that. So yeah, so today should have been my youngest's activity, but because of the fact that he hasn't officially started school yet, although I did get to order his first ever school uniform this week, which I'm really pleased with, because it finally means we are making progress in the right direction for him now. Because he does get to start straight after Christmas, and they have accepted him full-time as well, which is fantastic. No part-time days or anything like that, which is fabulous. Yeah, so, and obviously last year the nativity I attended was on the Tuesday, but this year my eldest is obviously a junior, not an infant, so his nativity day is on the following day. So for you guys in America, I'm not entirely sure what the comparison would be, but my eldest is 7 years old, so I know that infant school is comparable to your kindergarten, but I don't know if it would be what the comparison is. So we've got that odd sticker, a few checklists, and the lady there, and then we have these 2. I may come back to these and use these in the sidebar, I don't know yet. So now we'll get the headers, and I decided that I would do the middle boxes my full box checklists, but today rather than to do, and then the bottom I would, so like today, and say that it's going to be planned with me in this, and I'm filming, if that makes sense. Yeah, I want to do today in the middle anyway. And again with me, you'll find I alternate, so I'll work my way across. So yeah, it's been... So, one of the things we've had to put in place for my youngest going up to school is obviously familiarisation of surroundings. And let's face it, going up to another school, another environment, especially at that age, you know, 4 years old, it really is quite daunting. And scares most kids. Most kids get worried about the move from preschool or childminders or whatever setting you've had your child in for so far in their early years to going up to an actual school. Oh, so like I said, we've been doing... So my childminder, bless her heart, she's been an absolute saint and a rock, and I cannot ever thank her enough for everything she's done for us. She has been taken in for sessions in school at different points of the school day, starting off with like 20 minutes and slightly longer sessions, just to familiarise him with his surroundings, and so that when he does eventually start, he's not a whole time behind everybody, getting to know everybody, but he's had a chance to meet everybody at least once a week and make friends, etc. Because obviously the last thing I wanted when he did eventually start school was that he would be so far behind everybody, not only sort of educationally, which he was obviously going to be anyway, but socially as well. I didn't want him being left behind socially. So that's why the decision was made to do it the way I've done it. See now, so anyway, with this, do I now do the checklist here or do the checklist down here? Because basically in these I'm going to say today that so my normal EC day is going to be Tuesday, which at the moment is my mini planner. So I'm going to film it basically on Tuesday and then upload on a Wednesday. Thursday has been and will always remain my happy planner, and upload it there, and then I'm going to do my mini planner on the Friday and upload it on a Saturday. Because Mondays are just manic with back to school. Wednesdays is my hubby's midweek day off, so me and him tend to go and do things and whatever that day. And then Saturday, Sunday, obviously I can't film because both the kids home. So that's kind of how I decided to do it. Whereas my Instagram posts or uploading the videos, I can do whenever I've got 5-10 minutes to myself to do it. So now I'm wondering, do I put my checklist there or do I put my checklist here, and do I just put some half boxes in here? Do I put some half boxes in here? Maybe. With some washi. And just literally I can just state that that's what I'm doing. Today is plan with me in this planner. Today is plan with me, and then do a list here of to-dos on those days. Yeah, I definitely think that's my plan of action. So I might, let's be a little bit different, mix it up a little bit. I'm actually going to plan from the bottom up now. So here's my bottom washi. Goes that way up. Just to confuse me and just to confuse everybody, and I'm not doing it intentionally, guys, I promise. So yeah, however, obviously my childminder does do school runs And being as that we live, should have started lined it up from the other end. Being as that we live out of catchment for my school, we're actually 20 minutes away. So obviously my childminder doesn't cover my son's school. So bless her, she's had to do 20-minute, half-hour drive. Go like that, make sure there's no creases. To take him to these sessions. Obviously she does take kids to the schools that she does serve, which is a double school run for her. And it does mean that the one session he has never done is how to go in the mornings and do registration, and how they're expected to line up, get the stuff at the end of the day and leave, but you know, waiting to see parents and waiting for the teacher to release him from the class. So that's fallen to me to do on the last week of the school term, because obviously Leslie can't be there, and because he's not officially on the register. Well, he is, but he's not supposed to be there. Obviously he's not covered on the insurance, so he has to have either myself or Leslie or his dad with him. So as a result, obviously that means I'm taking him. Just to add to the annoyance, because my son is a junior, the junior school nativity is tomorrow, Wednesday, on the day that I have to do all of this running around for Luca. And the reason, obviously, Luca was to do it on the Wednesday was so that it didn't interrupt with the infants doing their nativity, which I get. Fortunately, my son's class is the second nativity of the day at so his class is part of the second group to do nativity down at the church that the school serves. It basically means now that I take Luca in for registration. Your registration is usually all done, dusted and tidied up by 9:10. So obviously Luca's head teacher is expecting me to be clear of the school by 9:30. Brilliant, fantastic. I then have to take Luca all the way back across town, basically, to my childminders. Drop him off at my childminders. I then have approximately an hour to get all the way back to the school, which isn't a problem, more than achievable in that time frame, to meet up with my mum at the church to go and watch my son's nativity in the church. I then have to, so that's an hour, so at this point we're now talking 11:45. I then have to somehow do the last of my Christmas shopping, so basically hubby's presents. I then, because I can't do them any other day, I then have to go back to the childminders for 2:30 latest to pick Luca up, to take him back to the school for 2:50. Bear in mind, at this point I have to have reunited with hubby in order to achieve this. To collect Luca, take him to the school so he can experience end of day. So they're having to get ready to leave the classroom and get your coat and waiting in, like, you know, lining up to leave, and then waiting for his teacher to see his mummy and releasing him to his mummy, which is fine. Now, although my son's school is a primary school, it's infants and juniors in one building, they are still separate sides of the school. And subsequently, although they both start at the same time, basically the doors open at 10 to, ready to start the register at 9 o'clock. They actually leave at different times. So the junior school, and I think it's done so that because they are separate sides and the different playgrounds, etc., different collection points, so that if you have got children in the younger school and in the older school, you've got time to walk around the building. However, this is where Lucas, oh, I don't want that one, just stick that over there. Lucas' issues will come into play because he is not patient child. He doesn't understand, he doesn't get waiting, and he will kick off. So this is why I'm taking Dad. So infants kick out at 3:20, the juniors kick out at 3:30. And then, simple, back to normal on that day. I actually really like how this is coming together. Now I need to work out what I'm doing here. Now, am I going to include... Now I know I've got a strip of washi here somewhere when I relocate the washi sheet. Which I'm guessing would ordinarily be used up here. I'm wondering if I put it in the middle, because I'm not bothered by this little bit here. This is me and a white space planner. I'm not bothered by that little bit of white space up there. I'm wondering if I put... that isn't going to work, is it? So, unless I go against convention and actually do a white space in my planning, which I don't generally do, white space in my planning. But I know in my sidebar I want to set, I hope I've got a spare checklist. I do, because I want to put, like I said, where's my so next week we'll go with that. That's fine. Don't do meals in this planner. Obviously I'm not going to put reschedule, so I'm not going to actually want, I don't need meals or anything like that. I'm going to put just a box here, not necessarily with a header. Or shall I put a header? Because what I'm thinking is actually 2 quarter boxes and the washi. So I'm wondering if I use that with that and the washi. Should we give that a go and see how we get on? So I want to try and colour match if I can, just because this is me and it wouldn't be me any other way. So, whoops, wasn't ready for you, wasn't ready for you. Pop. Oh my god, I'm way off here, aren't I, people? Oh dear, my lovelies, I'm not very good at lining up these quarter boxes, am I? Right, let's try and do it. Oh. Again, I think I'm just going to have to bring it down to me. Sorry. Slightly stuff up the whole what you're looking at. scenario, but you'll see what I'm doing once I've done it. So I'm thinking if I do that, like that, you see it? Yep, right, good. I really hope that you can see what I'm doing. This is my first weekly plan with me, I believe, that I've done for this channel. I've been trying my hardest to actually get a move on and get going and start doing them. And obviously the more I practice, the better I will be. Doing the Erin Condren first probably wasn't the best plan on account of I hadn't fully made up my mind what I was doing and how I was doing it. Secondly, okay, that one I know where it's going. It's going here. But also I've never actually done a weekly spread in my Erin Condren, because this is, like I said, my first ever Erin Condren. It's all a bit new and a bit ooh. So see, that one matches both those backgrounds, and then I don't have a green background at all for that one. So I'm wondering if I just use the grey coloured one. What do we reckon? And use that one there. So I haven't used that background on anything because I think that was the mirror one. Okay, and the girl, which I haven't used. So with that in mind, then I think I'll use this one. Here, and then this one here, like that. And then, do you know what, I probably could get away with this because it's got green on it. Under this full box. And then I said I was going to use the washi, didn't I? So we will endeavour to pop the washi there all the way across neatly like that, just to fill the space and keep the bulk of the planner no white space. Again, line it up. Oops, that is not an example of how to line it up. So they're like so. I'm not too worried if I go a little bit closer to the coil, as long as the main edges are straight. And then I said I was going to use these, didn't I? Okay, so this. So, well, I guess if I colour block, I think these are going to fit perfect, actually. Almost perfectly. There's like literally like a millimetre gap between everything. But yes, I'm liking that. And then this is the one I'm going to end up doing all handedly. You'll notice actually when you see, those of you that follow me on Instagram, this is actually a trick I do in my happy planner. with making it as practical as I could with the space. Although I do intend to change that up slightly. I have a better idea of what I'm doing in that though, in regards to changing it up. I'm just looking at these going, have I got enough? Yes, I'm going to end up with two pinks together though, which is just a little bit frustrating. But never mind. For the most part, it's colour coordinated. So yeah, I'm going to end up. So there was no blue ones of those at all, and there's not any the same size anywhere else, I don't think. Oh no. Could use those actually. They're probably more appointment stickers, but there's a blue and a grey, which they are the same size. Which is really good because that stops me. I'm not too worried about those little flaggy type bit on it. It just keeps the unity of the colours and the boxes, etc. for me. So there we go, basically done. Then I said I wanted to do my I'll put my subscribers down the bottom, I think. So next week, and we will want the tweezers back for next week if possible. Amazing. Silly me, tucked under the edge. So yeah, and then I can't. The reason why I've got to try and do my Christmas shopping in the middle of yesterday, is the fact that I have to go around to my best friends, my children's godmothers, and do the Christmas present exchange, because unfortunately she is a hotelier and is working over the Christmas period, which is a bit of a cruncher. So I think we'll bring the quotes boxes back in here because I really do love this New Year, New thingy one. And then I want a quarter box, a proper quarter box, half box even. Now do I try and put a header in there? Yeah, I think I will, just to even it out. Use the grey one with hearts because I just think it's really, really cute. I know it's supposed to be date night or whatever, but this isn't what this pen is for, so I get away with it. So that is just literally to write my subscribers count, which will hopefully grow with time, and then I'm left with this little bit here, which I think I will just fill with some washi chunks. Do we think 2 chunks would fit there? Yes, and I can use the chunks I haven't as yet used, which is this gorgeous pink coloured chunks. So when I do my happy planner, plan with me for the week of the 31st through to the 6th of January, I will let you know how I got on tomorrow with all the manic rushing around. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit manic. So somewhere to put my weekend banner, and I'm hoping it's going to fit at the top here without covering up any of the day of the week or the date. Look at that. That might never happen again. But for now, that looks pretty good. I mean, I could have stuck it in the washi if I wanted to, but I wasn't going to. So, in regards to the kit, I've got one full box which I've just dropped, plus that rather random one that's split, and that one. I've got some that could be used as headers or appointment strips, and the what I call white space checklists left. I've got the habit trackers, bilges, some quarter boxes and some flags. I have these littles left, which I can probably use towards another kit somewhere. Same with the day off payday relax clean scripts up there. We've got the Monday through to Sunday sticker, which again I don't use in the Erin Condren, I'm not going to, and then some more of those header type strips. Some more header type strips, some of those quarter boxes I used, what's left of the washi chunks, and some deco. I might come back and use the deco yet, I don't know, because I don't want to crowd, and they're quite chunky, sizable bits of deco. It might not be what I want to do. So, moving on, let's start with my character sticker. That's going to be my character sticker for this planner, and it's this gorgeous little coffee mini from the Mix Match Planner. She is my adopted character at the Mix Match Planner. She, in this Pacific style, is in coffee mini, with a little panda suit on. It's so cute. I actually PR for the Mix Match Planner, but you will see the Fab Planner print come up quite a lot because I love the stuff. So if you buy anything off of the Mix Match Planner, and use the PR code Carly20 for orders over £10, you will get 20% off. And if you mention Lauren in the notes to seller, you will get my little freebie. And if you spend over £15, you can choose to get one of these die cuts. So I'm a tea kind of girl, and I'm a coffee kind of girl. Die cuts. Just pop in the notes to seller as well. Just which one you'd rather have. Okay, and as you can see, there's my little mini character on there. So I'm going to pop her in here. I'm not decided where I'm going to sit her, but she has to go on a Monday. I think I'm just going to pop her just there. It's Coffee Monday. Okay. So, in fact, those little strips there, I can mark the days I'm doing PR work on, which works really well for me. So, this character is Floss Plans. I'm not sure if Kylie's still doing this one. Again, this is from the Mix Match Planner. So I'm going to pop her in. I currently use it to represent my mini Happy Planner. So obviously I'm going to pop that on Friday, like so. Then this is the Chibi Girl from Fab Planner Print, and I use her for my Happy Planner, which I do on Thursdays, so pop her in there. This is mini plans, and I use that for PR work, but we don't have January's dates yet. I'm going to pop this little floss sim YouTuber down here, because that's obviously what that box is for. And then my Instagram posts. So obviously for my mini, I'm going to Instagram on the Saturday, sorry. For my Erin Condren, it will go up on Wednesdays, and then it will go up on no, because I want to do I'm going to leave off highlighting that, because I don't know. What I've done is I've requested to do Show Me Sunday for the 30th of December. So that means I will need to do a midweek here. So no, I'm losing the plot completely. And that will be on the Friday. So as you can see, I'm going to use lots of these. I'm going to have to get some more. Okay, bringing these in. These I made myself. These are printables. And as you can see, they just say film, edit and upload. But I only use the film and upload. So we'll use pinks maybe. Yeah, we'll go with pink and we'll see how we get on. So I'm going to film on Tuesday and then upload on the Wednesday. I don't have as yet a planner symbol. Yes, I don't think I do, that I can use for my Erin Condren. And then I'm going to film, let's use a slightly different colour, let's go for blue maybe. So I'm going to film on that day and upload on that day, and then I need a different colour again. So we've got green as well, haven't we? Do not think they're the same colour. Don't quite know how I did that. Okay, so we'll go for green. Yes. So film on that day for the mini and upload on that day. That's pretty much it. I need to find a symbol. Bear with me, just stretching across everything. This is where I keep sort of my spare stickers and refills and occasional things I might need, but I'm hoping possibly maybe in here somewhere. Plan with me stickers. Yes, look, we have a few actually. I really like using the bear. So I think for now I will use this beautiful little bear from Busy Bee stickers, which I do use her stickers from time to time. So we will use this one to be for the Erin Condren for now. So that is pretty much it, guys, for this plan with me. Like I said, this is my first plan with me and my Erin Condren, so a little bit new, and I was a little unsure of how I was going to lay this out. Turned out a little bit different than what I originally thought in my head. Obviously I haven't put any pen marks in here, but the pen marks will be written in on the Instagram post, which I will point out will be getting uploaded as normal next week. Okay, my lovelies, in case I don't catch you on another video, I will see you again next time maybe. If not, have a fabulous Christmas and I will catch you soon. Bye!